individual with us here, and I would like them to introduce themselves. Hi, Mika.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Thank you so much for making time.
Yes.
Yes, you'll begin by introducing yourself, and then you'll tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Mika Lokorope Munyun. I come from West Pokot County and a student at Mount Kenya University, Thika campus, taking bachelor's in special need education, now third year. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So Mika, before we even start with your life story, I would like to know, is your disability inborn or acquired?
Mine is inborn.
Okay.
They call it prenatal.
Prenatal. Okay. So could you tell me a bit about your life? How has it been, and how has your disability affected your life in one way or another?
Okay, I can say like everybody's life, mine has also been faced with ups and downs. For instance, I was born blind, and fitting in the community has always been the challenge. But as I've been growing all along, I learned that I really needed to be somehow aggressive and really strive for my place. Challenges has always been there, stigma, sometimes limited resources when it comes to education. Challenges has always been there, but somebody said real winners who are wakondi, so I'm still struggling.
Amazing. So Dr. Jane, in the case of Mika, does self-acceptance come easy, and what are some of the effects of self-denial?
In this case, I think it doesn't come easy. But if Mika has been socialized by his family with love and acceptance, if the family has exposed him to know that the reality has happened and they are with him, the social support he's able to receive, then it can come easily. And it can also come easily if he's aware of himself, that despite the situation he's going through, he still has the capacity to accept the change. The change may not be easy, it may not be good, but he can redesign his life and start afresh. Yes.
So take me back to how was your primary school life? How was your high school life?
Okay, my education history is quite interesting. I was enrolled to St. Francis Primary School for the Blind back in 2008 to 2016. In that school, I was taught Braille. Braille as a mode of learning, reading and writing. So I went to standard 1, standard 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But just to highlight few challenges and the experience at that stage is that we really used to have somehow limited resources. You know, brailles are very expensive. And you can imagine those resources, like if you are to cater for one student, you will use over 300,000. So we used to have limited resources. Sometimes people at home forget that they took you to school. So you are forced to remain in school even during the holidays. So it was a challenge. It was really hard to convince the society that you are like the other student, because you know, when we were in primary school, we were taken to school. Parents believe that when they take you to school, they get rid of you. So most of us were left in school. But generally, education was good. We were taught by well-trained teachers. And I finished 2016 and went to the Salvation High School, the Salvation Army High School for the Blind here in Thika. Also, that school, like the other one, had this challenge with resources and so on. But we had good teachers who are well trained in special need education, and they handled as well. Thereafter, I just came to Mount Kenya University, and this is now where I am. Yes.
There are many negative connotations associated with persons with disability. How does this attitude in the society affect persons with disability, seeing that Mika has gone till university level?
Yes, I think the society needs to change, because if Mika didn't have the capacity or potential or abilities, he could just be at home. He could be somewhere else in the streets. But the fact that he has pulled himself through, got grades that made him come to university, it means he is someone who has decided to continue with life. He has potential and he's going for it full throttle. So the society needs to understand that disability is not inability, and instead support where they can, and show unconditional positive regard to people with disability.
If you look back, when did you first realize that you were different from the others, or when did someone make you feel like you were different?
There was a time we used to play what we used to call chemama, and it appears like everybody passes through that stage, what Jean Piaget called the pre-operational stage. And it is at that time that somebody asked me, unaona hii rangi hapa? And I was like, hey, sioni. And then that is when I realized, hey, something was not right. There are some things that makes me different. There are some things that makes me different from my colleagues. And reality unfolded too slowly. Sometimes I cannot run like as they run. If I run, maybe I hit an obstacle, and so on. Yeah.
Dr. Rahab, some people in Mika's situation may feel insecure. How can they deal with this?
Insecurities stem out of low self-esteem. And with somebody maybe in Mika's situation, it is expected that low self-esteem can set in, and such a person needs to maybe get socialized in a way that they can build their self-esteem. One of the ways is by associating with positive people, people who will not hammer their problems down. They also need to challenge their negative mindset, because that is another area where self-esteem can really thrive. So they need to challenge those negative mindsets. They need to self-talk a lot and tell themselves that they are okay, because they need to convince themselves that they are okay the way they look. It is okay to be not to be okay, and they need to socialize themselves to understand that. They would also need to maybe read and get psychoeducated concerning how to build their self-esteem, and that can help. Yes.
Absolutely. Now fast forward to you being here at Mount Kenya University. How are you liking it so far?
I can say life here is good. We're still fighting to inform whoever we meet with on a daily basis that we lack nothing. It is just the physical deformities. But we are not different from you. Given the opportunities and given the resources that we really need to fit in this society, then we can always do wonders. But life here has been good. I learned that I've always taught myself that if you show people that you can do something, you can be of substance, you can be of use, then they'll always give you an opportunity to change their lives, to just make an impact. Yeah, so I like the campus. That's the challenge that I'm having, but I have accepted myself fully as a person with visual impairment. But I've also learned that despite having visual impairment, I'm also a human being, and I'm also bounded by the norms, the rules that governs everybody that lives in our society. So I've just learned to associate with everybody. Where I need some support or to advocate, to make when I need anything, I just consult. But we survive on advocacy. So I joined campus and I became an advocate.
And in terms of, Mika is in campus, he's definitely interacting with other students in his class, in the, sleeping area and all those things. Should teachers actively try and teach students how to deal with students with disability, so that it's, people from different backgrounds might not find it, or treat them in a way that is wrong?
Teachers are part of a student like Mika's support system. And teachers need to understand that they are very key in the way Mika would turn out. And so I would want to put it to us that, and teachers need to understand this, that they need to play their part as Mika's social support and anybody else who would be in Mika's, predicament. In other words, they need to be there for them and even help the other students to be part of Mika's social support. So teachers need to be very helpful in order to bring Mika to the position of the person that he needs to be. Yeah.
You are watching TV 47, the home of untold stories. Welcome to the Mwai Kibaki Convention Center, the premier events venue. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed to meet all your needs, from large-scale conferences to intimate meetings and everything in between. Located in the heart of Thika, the Mwai Kibaki Convention Center offers stunning views of the city skyline and is easily accessible from all major transportation hubs. Our facility features ample parking, free Wi-Fi, advanced audiovisual equipment, and our technical team is always on hand to ensure your event runs smoothly and seamlessly. Don't take our word for it. Make your next event unforgettable at the Mwai Kibaki Convention Center. Contact us today for bookings and reservations. Email multimedia@mku.ac.ke or call us on 0708 212204 or 0727 441733 or 0721 438 629 to learn more about our services and book your event. You are watching TV 47, the home of untold stories.
So your particular course, you're going to be a teacher, yeah? You told me history, Swahili, yeah?
Yes.
Why education?
The field of education is vast. And there was a time I used to have a geography teacher in Form 2. And she was teaching us something on map work and things to do with the photograph work. And I realized that this teacher, her delivery was not convenient to those guys with visual impairment. Because anything to do with the photograph and the map work demands for visual engagement. So although education wasn't my dream course, but I considered the challenges that learners face, especially during lessons. And I'm like, I can be a solution to some of these challenges. For example, adapting the curriculum fully. You realize the curriculum we are having, although adapted, we are not yet where we are supposed to be. So adaptations need to be done more often, more modifications to be done in the curriculum. So I feel like if I do education, particularly in the area of special need, I could really transform the society and bring in new ideas on how we can make education more accessible. See, you people talk of education being the key.
Yes.
So my aim is, when I get to the field, to make education more accessible to everybody. Yes, including those guys with vision.
So you as Mika, who's faced those challenges firsthand, what do you think needs to change?
One, we need to the supply of materials. if the government's goal is to educate everybody, then it should not feel like it's a burden to provide those resources, however expensive the resources might be. That's the first thing that needs to be done. Resources. We don't have enough resources in these schools. Number two, other challenge is the curriculum. We are taught, we are in the 844. Probably before we fully transition to, what do you call it? A competency-based curriculum.
Yes, CBC.
The 844, so subjects like disciplines like biology, mathematics, agriculture. More modifications need to be done, especially to those topics that are contain a lot of drawings, diagrams, and so on, charts. If they could do more modifications, we could have many of our students scaling to heights, going to universities and other higher institutions of learning. So I think those are basically materials, modify the curriculum, and probably train more people in education special need. And I think awareness also needs to be created. Many parts of our country are still behind, and stigma is still the order of the day.
There's inadequate provision of assistive devices for persons with disability, and this makes it hard for them. What is the missing link?
Well, I think what has happened is persons with disability, in one way or the other, the society has provided that what you are calling societal attitude, an attitude that is not very positive, and in a way we are not prepared. I think we have said that in other episodes. It's like the society was not prepared that they would handle persons with disability. So you find even if these devices could be available elsewhere in other places, they have no access to knowing which places can they get them. The other thing is, even where they are available, they are quite expensive. I should say, like, even knowing where to get a white cane, knowing where even to get a wheelchair that is electrical, it becomes a real challenge. People don't know where to get them. Maybe we need to be doing advertisements or show persons with disability on where these devices are available. Where can they be got? So they could be there, but sometimes very expensive. But I still would say that some even which are available, they are not very helpful to some people. So you find some break very fast. They are not of the highest standard. So I think that's something that we can do something about in terms of bringing these devices, making them accessible to people, and even bringing standard equipments or devices that are durable and friendly also for persons with disability.
Your family and your I don't know, do you have siblings?
Yes.
Okay. How are they able to adapt to your disability and help you in ways that you needed?
I thank God they accepted, although it took quite some time. They only most of them accepted when I finished Form 4. God helped me, I passed very well. And that's like, hey, kumbe anaweza enda mahali. So they accepted. But before it was a challenge, few accepted. And that is how things changed. I can say it has been a tough struggle to make them accept that I can also contribute. But since I joined campus, I've been gaining some respect. They console me from issues. So it's just a matter of fighting for your place, as I've just said. Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Sarah, what is the importance of family acceptance in Mika's situation?
One, I want to say that I really appreciate the family, the parents who actually accepted that their child is visually impaired, and they were able to take him to school. And I'm glad that now he's in the highest level of education per se, because he's in the university, and that was very positive. I should say that family is the first socialization unit that a person gets into once they are born. And so the fact that the parent realized that Mika is bright, the way we put it, I think it was very good that they accepted it. And one thing I know, with acceptance, it brings protection. The family is the first unit which will bring out a buffer zone for Mika not to be in any way defiled by other people, or even protect him from societal hostilities. There are those kind of hostilities that people face when they have impairment of any kind. So I feel that the family has played a very big role in that they have protected Mika. They have also raised his self-esteem. Interacting with Mika, you realize he's a person who has an inbuilt strength.
Yes.
And he knows where he's heading to. He knows what, and I love his humor. Mika is a young man who is full of humor and very creative. I would also want to say that he's a very good leader. He knows how to be focused, and he knows how to interact with people. And I believe the society, the family played a lot to make him a very interactive person, a person who can open up and give out his ideas freely. Thank you so much for that question.
Do you think it would have been different should he not have had that support?
Truly, he would be different. Maybe even he would have passed on long ago, because with self-esteem it goes, with low self-esteem it goes even with the depression, it goes with the denial, it goes even with lack of attention, lack of love, lack of care, and maybe even some people even end up terminating these children by refusing to give them even food or medication so that they get out of their lives, because they are surely, indeed, especially when a child is young, they can be a burden. Because you are trying to do everything for them. So some people will try to eliminate them from their lives and make sure they don't exist anymore and do away with this problem. But I'm happy that the family was able to take it positively and to give him support.
Absolutely. 5 years from now, what do you see for Mika?
5
years from now, where do you see yourself?
I see myself, I want to join politics.
Wow.
So 5 years from now, I see myself politicizing a lot. I will start there in our county. That's myself in the next 5 years. I also see myself as maybe a lecturer somewhere. So before even joining the politics, I intend to do a lot of studies. My dream in the next 5 years is to be a serious academic and a politician. Yeah.
Okay. Away from the serious business, what do you enjoy?
Music, singing. I like singing a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Finally, the children out there who might not have gotten the opportunities you were able to get, and they probably have a disability that was either inborn or acquired, what would you tell them? What message of hope do you have for them?
I want to talk to fellows out there with disability, that there's something in you that you can really render to the society, to the point that they can always talk about you. The only thing we need to do is to first accept that I can't change my current state. I can't change the fact that I'm blind. I can't change the fact that I'm deaf. I can't change the fact that I am physically impaired. But what I can change is the circumstances. I can sit, realize that I have this opportunity, this capability, and actually strive to make it known. Yeah, so they should accept themselves that they have disability, but again, that should not be an excuse for not struggling to be a better person in life. So they should not feel discouraged. Come out. If you see like you pressed, visit the disability offices. We have a disability office in almost every county. So visit there if you have a challenge. Try as much as you can to be vocal, because that's what matters. Because you cannot expect somebody to come house to house looking for you. So take the step, the initiative of getting out. Tell this boy, yes, I am disabled, but I can do this and this. I want to go to school. Show the society that you really need to be assisted, to be given that support, and then people will always be on your side. Yeah.
So you're saying fight for it.
Fight for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before I let you go, think about a song you'll sing for us. But I have a few questions.
Yes.
Have you ever felt like your disability, your blindness, hindered you from doing some things you wanted to?
Yeah. Not once, not twice. Sometimes, as I've just told you, we're in a society that somehow is unfriendly to us. So sometimes I went somewhere to learn piano, and it was a challenge because that notion had already blocked their minds that this guy cannot teach piano. So I never joined the classes for that thing. And another thing is that I wanted to be featured in a political committee somewhere, but they kept on ignoring me. So, but those challenges have always informed my strength. Yeah.
Okay. There's one question that you cannot run away. You're a young man.
Yes.
You're fairly good looking. So tell me about your dating life and how disability features in whenever you're approaching a lady.
A girl. One funny thing with dating, or even being in a relationship, is that we have no experts. So
Yeah, of course.
My dating life has experience has been quite funny. I've been meeting girls, but let me just say, like anybody else, I just approach a girl. It's all about feeling. If you feel that this girl suits you, you just approach her. Akisema no, it does not mean that amekukataji uko na disability. Si hata wana mwingine ukataliwa.
Ukataliwa kabisa.
So the thing is, when it comes to dating and engage and relationships, we all fall victim of yes or no. So I've been to that situation severally. That I'm re-energizing. I want to go back to market and see if I can. Yeah.
So you're currently in the market, or you're seeing someone?
I'm currently in the market. Some people call it out there single and searching. Anyway, yeah.
So we're very grateful for your time.
Yes.
But you've talked about you love music. You said you love music, yeah?
Yes.
So could you sing for us your favorite song?
Of course, my favorite song. Let me. This song. There was a time I felt like I was detaching from my belief, my religion, from my faith, and something happened to me, and I composed a song seeking to be shown Lord's way. So let me sing it.
Okay.
Your way, Father, show me your way, your way.
just show me you are.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, Mika. It has been lovely talking to you, listening to your journey, and we hope you get to be a parliamentarian, or is it a politician someday? Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we had for you this week. I hope you were able to learn a thing or two from Mika's story. Indeed, where there's a will, there's a way. Until next time, I've been your host, Zainab Mohammed. Goodbye.
Is your college or institution ready for the May intake? Do you want to reach a wider audience of potential students and stand out from the competition? TV47 has got you covered. We're offering a special package deal to advertise your college or institution to our audience of students and parents. Our May intake package includes a professionally produced TV commercial, a feature on our website and social media platforms, and Radio 47 as well, alongside a spot on our TV47 education program. This is the perfect opportunity to showcase your college or institution's unique strengths and attract more students to your May intake programs. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity to reach a wider audience and stand out from the competition. Contact us today to learn more about our special package offer. TV47, your partner in education. Contact us now to advertise your college or institution for the May intake. To advertise your college or institution, contact Collins Oraro on 0721 700 604 or Ruth Kihara on 0722 177 150. The following program is rated PG. Parental guidance is advised.
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness, after so many episodes, ladies and gentlemen, season 1, season 2, and finally we are now at the climax. Oh my God, so much has happened, so much has gone down the line, but I know all of you have been tuned in. Of course, thank you so much for the feedback we're getting from everywhere, from each and every part of Africa. Thank you so much. We appreciate and celebrate you. Ladies and gentlemen, before I say any more, allow me to invite on the show. She has been amazing. I think I've had an amazing time with her. And I must admit that, ladies and gentlemen, you have loved, I have loved as well. And, I have said all that needs to be said about her. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my co-host, the one and only, Kapienga. Wow. Finally, we are on the last episode.
Manzejo.
How does it feel?
Imekuwa experience nyingine noma, imekuwa tu true. Na kwa nyi audience kama kawaida mnakuanga tu watu wako true, watu wako kabisa. So it's been a good experience. Imekuwa true. Imekuwa poa sana.
I must admit it has been amazing hosting this show with you.
Same here.
I think you have been an amazing co-host and I appreciate
Thank you
you so much.
Thank you, man.
My goodness. To our viewers who have been with us right from episode 1 and to this one, we cannot just forget to say thank you so much for always tuning in, for always waiting on the show. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Remember the hashtag is right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's finish the show
with a bang.
Put your hands, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so
kama kawaida sasa mimi ndo na take control. Nacheki
Control.
Si kwa sababu sasa control si unajua tu mute control.
So now
you know
I have been sat on. It's okay.
No, you're not been sat on. You know, please just nenda pale tafadhali. My dear, nini changamka man.
You just call me dear. Dear sounds like a mobile subscriber. Dear customer. Oh my God.
So anyway, sasa ndio tunataka kuintroduce wase wangu hapa hivi. Na wase na maanisha au wase wenyewe akina Mr. Right kwa sababu tunataka kutafuta Mrs. Right. Au sio? Kwa hivyo ladies and gentlemen, help me right about now kuintroduce on stage wanaume wenzangu man. Uongo. Help me to introduce right now hapa hivi kwa stage Manzejo Maboyde. Francis ilionekana ile t-shirt haikuwa na mdu justice ikabila amekuja hapa na vest. It is that hot.
I'm telling you now, even the skin is about to tear. It'll just
Of course you have something new on stage.
Something new.
Something. We have someone.
No, I know.
Hey.
Without skin color, that is no longer someone. It's a thing. Yeah, we have a new charcoal on the show.
Pixel. How many megapixels are you?
Okay, yani habari asubuhi.
Ni jioni bro.
Why you laughing on your own? Why you laughing?
Ni usiku bro, ni usiku.
Unataka kungana na mimi, si ndio?
No, I know. Did you say good night or good morning?
Okay. Shin, mambo.
Niko poa sana. Uko aje?
Niko fiti.
Uko fiti?
Niko poa.
Unasikiaje ukuja hapa hivi?
Na feel niko single kukuja hapa.
Uko single.
Yeah.
So umekuja kutafuta Mrs. Right.
Yeah.
And do you think you have what it takes for you to be the next Mr. Right?
Niko nazo mingi sana.
Sijauliza ni ngapi, nimeuliza kama uko sawa, kama unajiamini.
Najiamini zaidi. Niko fresh, niko poa.
Sawa basi, because now you all know these people. Wamekuwa na sisi na sasa tumeleta mtu mwingine anajiita Pixel hapa hivi kwa stage. So over to you my love.
Thank you so much, and of course Pixel will come on the show. It's not an easy one. Here you go for what you want, you grab when you can, because Isaac is on the loose. Isaac is the chairman, Dennis is the deputy chairman, the hyena sucker of the show. Look at them. Then Eric, we know you pretend to be so cool and calm, but you know inside you are the devil's brother-in-law. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for us to bring the lady who is going to confuse this man. Ladies and gentlemen, push in the phone, Mrs. White.